We have a special guest here, and she is a health, nutrition, and fitness coach. So we're going to talk about how these new amazing products can fit into that. We're going to talk about how they work. And if you have any questions, feel free to pop them in the comments. I have Meagan Duthie here. She is my gal. And so I just wanted to ask her, because she's like a professional, y'all. I just run with things and I listen to the professionals and I take the advice of the professionals. So when it comes to all of these products, it's not like right up my alley. So I'm like, you know what? I know the girl. So what is your opinion of the new products?
Okay. We met coming to convention, which is probably my favorite part of coming to an event because I get to meet people. So we had chatted once or twice and here we are like BFFs. You can't get rid of me now.
I wouldn't want to.
Awesome. All right. So we have, 4 new products. Technically, I mean, we announced 3, but there's actually 4 is what I call them. And I'm super excited about them. So they are perfectly up my lane. They match my general clients. They work with all the people that I work with. I'm super excited about them. So a couple of things. We're just going to run through them. Let's do it.
All right, let's do it.
Okay, so clear whey protein. So this is a whey isolate protein, and it's phenomenal. You get 20 grams of protein with only 90 calories. So most of your protein powders are significantly higher than that, or they're full of crap. Let's just be real. They use artificial flavors. They use a bunch of junk in them so that they still taste good, and a lot of them leave you feeling bloated. A lot of people steer away from whey because of how it makes them feel. I steered away from whey for a long time because of how it made me feel. This one, I don't know how many shots of it we took yesterday, but I would have
technically overdosed, but no, we were great. We were good.
We were good. And so it comes in clear and it comes in clear plus. The Clear Plus right now for convention, you can get the can, and you'll be able to get the can on Monday until they run out. But otherwise, it's a powder. So difference being that this would simulate your energy drinks, but you still get 20 grams of protein in it. The Clear without the Clear Plus doesn't have the energy boosting, the extra caffeine. So this one's got 120 milligrams of caffeine in it. It's clean caffeine, so it shouldn't make you drop, which is pretty standard for all of our products, right? We use clean ingredients. It's plant-based. So why do we want protein powder? So we talk a lot about our metabolic health. You talk a lot about women's health. And women, as we age, we start losing muscle and we start losing bone density, the strength of our bones. Protein helps repair and helps us maintain. Protein is some of the building blocks of our muscles. So we talk a lot about you should be lifting weights. You should be lifting heavy things, pushing against resistance as you age to help maintain your muscle and build your muscle. Part of what pushing against resistance does is it pushes calcium back into your bones. The most effective way to strengthen your bones is by lifting heavy things or pushing against resistance. When you do that, a lot of people get sore, but one of the things you need for recovery, if you're going to build and repair those muscles, is protein. So we want to be using protein. Your protein, you want to be aiming for 0.5 to 1 gram of protein per ideal body weight. So if you're trying to lose weight, don't count the weight you are right now. It's where are you going to be? Where's your ideal body weight? And ladies, be realistic. You ain't gonna be 100 pounds if you're over 5'5", okay? Let's get real. You're not gonna be that. So be realistic on what your ideal body weight should be, and that's where you measure how many grams of protein you want to eat each day. You want to have 30 grams of protein per meal. You want to start off your protein early in the morning. This is an easy way to do that, right? 20 grams right here. Now, a couple things to note. This is not a whole protein. This is a protein isolate, which means if you were to eat chicken or turkey, beef, eggs, you're getting a full protein. That's not this. This is a supplement to supplement lifestyle and healthy living and healthy lifestyle. This is to help and add on. It's not a meal replacement. Don't use this instead of a meal. You're still going to eat your fruits and your vegetables. You're still going to have whole proteins, which come from whole foods. So don't just live off of this protein powder. It's not going to be healthy for you at that point, right? This one, like I said, it has the caffeine added into it, so it's a great boost. Still adding the supplement, but not, and adding the protein into your life and your diet. Not a meal replacement, but it's awesome. Okay, creatine. All right, so I coach a lot of people, and I'm like, they're like, should I be taking supplements? I hear everything about creatine, and then the next thing that comes out of almost every woman's mouth, I don't want to get bulky. Okay, women, let's be real. We don't have enough testosterone in our body unless you're using performance-enhancing drugs to get bulky. I lift 5 days a week, probably too much, but you know, that's up to me. I'm not bulky. I mean, I got guns, but I'm not bulky, right? And I take creatine. And I take more creatine than what this is because I'm using it for muscle recovery.
Right.
This creatine is ideal for helping women's health, right? So helping maintain muscle, especially while you're losing weight. Ideally, for women who want to lose weight, our goal is that you burn fat, but you maintain your muscle. That's part of the reason we don't want people drastically dropping weight super fast. You're burning muscle at that point, not fat. So that's why you work with someone, or you know kind of how that works, and you're lifting weights at the same time that you're trying to lose weight. So creatine's going to be great for recovery of muscles and for helping with bone health, but also for brain and brain function, cognition, the fog, all those. We have 103 plus signs and symptoms of menopause, and this is going to help with a lot of that. So you'll see I have 2 canisters here. One is our orange cream and one is unflavored. So the orange cream goes great with that with the protein powder. It tastes amazing together. The unflavored you can add into other things as well. Ideally, and this is early science and early studies showing that you want creatine in a hot beverage, no hotter than about 185 degrees. You absorb it more rapidly. Here's the thing about creatine. It is a very heavy element, and it tends to separate and sink to the bottom and then get gritty. So it's not something that you necessarily sip on without stirring.
Gotcha.
But every woman should be taking creatine. It's not going to make you bulky. You're not going to suddenly load up on muscles, but there are a few things to watch for. The point of creatine is to help pull water into the muscles, into the brain, into the body. When you pull water into something, what's going to happen? It's going to feel bigger, right? So when you take creatine, you could feel like you're fluffy, if you will, initially, till you kind of get used to it and get a feel for it. That's not a bad thing. That's the point. You want water into your muscles. You want water into your brain. You want that very well hydrated. So creatine is going to be phenomenal. You may feel it. It's okay. Keep taking it. It also can take a little while before it kicks in. And if you were to stop it, it would take a little while before it completely went out. This is 3 grams of creatine. Depending on what research you read, it can say anywhere from 3 to 10 grams of creatine. Again, the 5 to 10 grams we're often looking at for muscles and bodybuilders, weightlifters, things like that. For the average general person, this is perfect. 3 grams is perfect. So 1 scoop of this is going to be great. Our third or fourth, depending on when you look, is our For Her, our menopause relief. These are capsules that you take. One little side note, anytime you take a capsule, anytime you take any of our supplements that are capsules, minimum 8 ounces of water. You want to know why?
Why?
When you take a capsule, the intention is for it to get to your intestines, not to your stomach. Your stomach acid will break it down very quickly. It takes 8 ounces of water to pop that lower sphincter to push that through into your intestine. You're not going to get the benefits you want if you're not drinking enough water when you take your capsules. They're going to sit in your stomach and deteriorate rapidly. Push them through to your intestines. That's also part of the reason we often say 30 minutes before a meal for things like Transform, Enrich. We want them into our intestines so they're working really well, not getting destroyed in our stomachs. Okay, so our For Her. So a couple of big things. Our Estrogen 100, which is going to help enhance the estrogen, and in menopause, our estrogen is dropping and or all over the place. Right? You could test a perimenopausal or menopausal woman 5 times in a day, and her hormone levels are going to be all over the place. Right? So that's what we feel. That's what brings those symptoms on, is all of our hormones are all over the place. This is going to help stabilize that. Right? You also, I would say that this should be in conjunction with Activate, with Transform, and with Enrich. if your gut is your second brain and it's metabolizing the hormones that are being excreted in your body, help that out. Heal your gut and help absorb all of that. It also has the ashwagandha, which is an adaptogenic. So what I love about adaptogenics, and it's in multiple of our supplements, is that adaptogenics are just that, they adapt. So one person may have this too high, one person may have this too low. It goes in there and it looks at the body composition and the chemistry and it goes, oh, you need support in this area or you need support here. And it adapts to what your body is requesting or requiring. It's the miraculous thing about plant-based, right? Is that we can use and it supports the body as the body needs it.
So, now, how much water should one be drinking in a day? I know a lot of this is like totally like basic, but there are some people that need some really basic. Yep. What is the minimum amount of water that you should be consuming every day?
The minimum amount that you should be consuming is half of your body weight in ounces.
So if you weigh 150 pounds, that would be 75 ounces.
Yes.
Okay. So now if you are taking, say, our Activate and or maybe Transform, and maybe you haven't had the results that you wanted, let's talk about for a second, how long should you expect for results to happen, and or what product you recommend adding on to maybe enhance those results if that's possible?
So anytime you're using supplements, again, it's supplementing a healthy lifestyle, right? This is not a Band-Aid. This is not a pharmaceutical that goes in and turns switches on and off. This is finding in your body what your body needs for support. It's going to take at least 90 days. I tell everybody you should take them for 90 days before you expect to see anything. If you see something sooner, that's amazing, but 90 days is when your body goes, oh, we're supposed to be healing. Oh, you're giving stuff to heal us and move us forward. And then you begin to go, oh. Now, the other thing when you're using plant-based supplements is it's often not what you see changing, it's what suddenly isn't there anymore. Right. So you're supplementing your body to more effectively work and perform. And so you may suddenly notice, so collagen, for example, you can tell when the weather's coming and your aches and pains in your joints. And then all of a sudden you realize, wait, a storm moved in and I didn't feel it in my joints. It wasn't that you noticed that something dramatically changed, it's what isn't there anymore. In my opinion, everyone should take Enrich, and you should take Enrich at least 3 capsules a day. I love it if you can take it before a meal, 30 minutes before a meal. If you take it, I don't care when you take it, get it in your body. I don't care if you took it first thing in the morning and bedtime because you forgot before a meal. Take it. It still will help. It will support. But in order for your body to truly utilize all the other supplements you're getting, you've got to help soothe your gut, and Enrich does such a great job at soothing your gut and helping you take the nutrients out of the food that give you nourishment.
And I know we're trying to be quick, but I know there are some people that don't quite understand or know exactly what Enrich is. Can you explain Enrich a little bit?
So Enrich is our digestive enzymes. So they're methylated, which just simply means that your body can use them. So your body will recognize them. A lot of digestive enzymes out there in the market, like if you put them into a cup of water, it would sit there for a week longer and they would just sit there. And with methylated and chelated, it actually means that your body recognizes them and goes, oh, I'm supposed to do something with this. So it's probiotic and prebiotic digestive enzymes. So it's specifically designed to break down your carbs, your fats, and your proteins, which a lot of them you can get something that does one or the other or the third. These actually will break down all of them. So it's going to help break down, they're actually pancreatic enzymes. The amylase and protease is things that your pancreas should be excreting to break this down in your digestive tract, that then goes, oh, that broccoli that you ate that you cooked the heck out of and put cheese sauce on, oh, it actually has chlorophyll and it has vitamins in it that we need. Let's pull those vitamins out and let's use them to nourish the body, instead of going, oh, that cheese made me irritated in my gut. I don't see anything else because I'm mad, and it just flushes out of your body. So it's actually going to pull that out.
So the other thing is, what is like the temperature that, like when you cook food over a certain temperature, it's dead food, right?
Right.
And so at what point when you cook your food. So if you're eating whole food, plant-based, maybe you're trying to eat like super healthy, maybe. So raw broccoli obviously is best, right? But when you cook it to a certain temperature, can you talk about that just briefly?
I can give you the exact temperature, but to be realistic, if we cook in America,
if
we
it's
cook
cooked,
too
it's
high.
dead.
Yeah.
Right.
Everything that we cook, and if you cook in the microwave, now you've
really
completely killed it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, in the microwave, you actually lose more nutrients than if you were to do stovetop, where you control the heat a little bit more.
So throw away your microwaves. Just kidding.
If it didn't royally, my husband and I have this discussion all the time, and he's like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "I'm avoiding the microwave," and he's like, "Okay."
So does anybody have any specific questions? I want you all to drop your questions in the comments, and we may not get to them right now because we are going to be off to another event, but I wanted to get these products out here to you guys and to show you. There are some videos. Send me a message if you would like to see the videos on the new products. We have tried them all. We love them all. Yes. I tried this one today. We OD'd on that one yesterday, but we didn't feel any bad effects. It was all good. We really just drank way more than we should have. And that on top of it, right?
Yes.
But, we had to try everything. And so far, I have not heard any bad feedback. It's all been great. So everybody's totally stoked. I think that these products are going to take us into the future here with Trinot. And I cannot tell you guys, and I know I say this all the time, and I know it can be obnoxious, but I have never been so confident that I am in the right... I might get emotional.
Okay, Brenda.
I'm in the right place at the right time with the right people, with the right company, and the right products. I've never had a product that I believe so much in. And such amazing people in my life. I got Becky over here too. But you guys, if someone referred you to this video, make sure you get back with who shared it with you. And if somebody's interested in purchasing the products, obviously get who shared the video with you, get with them. And then, if you're like, oh my God, they're just having so much fun. We want to be a part of this. Get with whoever shared this video with you. And let's chit chat. Thank you all so much for tuning in. You can drop your comments down below, and Megan will help me get everything answered, right? Because she's obviously the professional.